Mr. Edit Man presents. How have your gift wishes been misinterpreted? I once got a full-size traffic light for my birthday. I was a teenager and wanted my room to be full of all that malarkey in Spencer's gifts. Lightning orb, black lights, neon posters, etc. I wanted one of those small traffic lights that randomly changes colors. My grandma misunderstood and got me a legit, old school traffic light. It weighs like 50 plus lbs, only displays red, and I still have it to this day. I once jokingly asked for a jar of pickles one Christmas when I was younger. My grandma wrapped up a jar and gave it to me Christmas morning ... Then again the next year ... And again the next year. Even if she isn't not with me for Christmas, she still sends it through the mail. I always make great sandwiches with those pickles. I wanted a telescope and got a microscope. I'm now studying for a master's in biomedical science. I ain't not even mad. At age 16, I was incredibly interested in music production. Not only that, but I was getting fairly good at it. So, when my mother asked me what I wanted for my birthday, I told her that I'd like a mixer. Well, I got a mixer ... But it was better suited to making pancakes than music. I wrote down that I wanted a guitar/amp. I received a guitar amp. I got a Raleigh chair for my 11th birthday. I asked for a baseball glove. I'm still confused. It's like my parents got lost on the way to Sports Authority and just settled on a nice little trip to the office depot. When I was 10, I asked for a bicycle and got a basketball goal that Dad never put up because the driveway was a 30-degree incline. 24 years passed and he still has that goal in his tool shed. It's never been erected, though my parents now live in a flat neighborhood. About 10ish years ago, I loved Eminem, so I'd always ask for Eminem stuff for Christmas, but never anything in particular. My mom started getting me M&M things, like ... Tons of random malarkey. Still to this day, I get random M&M stuff. This wasn't not me, but my grandma asked me on Facebook what to get my sister for Christmas. She's 96 but she's on the internet, because she's awesome. So I tell her she wants Hello Kitty stuff. Come Christmas morning my sister opens a brown shirt and with a white cat with a caption that says hello, not the Japanese Hello Kitty. Apparently my grandma had no idea what I meant, but managed to find a random internet shirt with a cat and hello on it via Google. My sister and everyone were confused for about 5 minutes until I remembered the Facebook conversation. We have all decided it is the best Christmas present she has gotten anyone ever. My mother once got me a ton of butter knives. I just looked like what? And she said they were for my knife collection ... I did not have a knife collection. To this day I have no clue where she got the idea that butter knives would be a good gift, how they would fit into any knife collection, and why she thought I collected knives. I had 2 pocket knives. I had a small knife collection in high school. A distant aunt found out about it and now, every Christmas, I get 2 or 3 odd knives from her and an occasional book on knives and knife pricing. I'm grateful for the gifts, but they pretty much go straight into a container in my closet since having knives sitting around my room isn't not something people generally enjoy seeing. When I was little, I asked for a Barbie Jeep, the motorized ones you could drive, and a hula hoop. Santa got confused. My parents told me as I looked all around the tree and finally saw a Barbie hula hoop. I was very sad. The phone rang. It was my grandparents. Santa delivered your present to the wrong house. We went over and there was a Barbie Jeep in the driveway. I later found out that my parents could not afford the Jeep and my grandparents came through in an awesome way. I have a similar story. I really wanted a 26 mountain bike for Christmas. Christmas comes and there is a bike-shaped gift by the tree. I was excited. Tear opened the wrapping and inside is a like 30-year-old road bike. My mom explains that it was all she could afford. I try to pretend like I'm happy with it, even though I was devastated that I was not getting the bike I wanted. Go to the bathroom to collect myself and look in the mirror to see a new mountain bike in the bathtub behind me. I'm pretty sure she knows me far too well. Back in high school a friend of mine was really into Magic: The Gathering cards. I can only imagine the feigned look of joy when he opened his unsealed box of Harry Potter trading cards on Christmas morning. When I was 7, I wanted a kitten that was pink, and my 5-year-old brother wanted a puppy that was green. We meant, like, real life kittens and puppies. I guess my mom found a place that would dye little stuffed animals. because I got a tiny pink stuffed kitten and my brother got a tiny green stuffed puppy. I named mine Pinky Pepperoni. His was Greeny Pepperoni, but he swore he was not copying my naming convention. I talked to my mom about it a few years ago. She had no idea we wanted actual live animals and had assumed we meant stuffed ones all along. This brought back a memory. I was obsessed with foxes as a kid, and when I was 7 I asked for a domestic fox to have as a pet. Totally unreasonable, I know. My dad caught me by surprise a few weeks later saying he had a special gift for me. He could hardly contain his excitement as he opened the door to reveal a full nose to tail red fox pelt just sprawled across my bed. Now you have your own little fox to pet. I'd like to think I responded gracefully and thought nothing of it, but in reality, looking at that empty skin shell struck me with such a degree of horror that I completely lost my malarkey and cried myself into a puddle right there on the spot. To this day my dad still does not understand what the hell went wrong with his plan. Secret Santa in high school. The guy told me ahead of time that he had got my name in the pool and asked what he should get me. I said, the new Aerosmith album. I had a hard time acting gracious when I unwrapped the new Air Supply album. Back when I did not have a mobile phone, asked my parents for one for my birthday. They gave me a calculator shaped like a phone. That was more my parents' sense of humor though. I have still got it somewhere. My boyfriend's father is notorious for giving terrible gifts. His last name is Jacobs and his father, not knowing anything about Twilight, got him a t-shirt that said Team Jacob cause he thought look, it pretty much says a last name. My boyfriend is almost 30. Your boyfriend's father is a troll of genius proportions. When I was 7 or 8, I asked my grandparents for a Razor scooter so I could be the coolest kid in the neighborhood. Instead, I got a Razor scooter. The thought was there, but I was so sad. Looking back, I realize how stupid that was of me. I asked my grandparents for a locker trunk that they sell around school time for about $20. My grandpa used wood from trees that he cut down on their property to build a beautiful wooden trunk with 3 colors of wood and cedar lined about 3 times the size of the cheap one I asked for. I wanted one of those Power Wheels ATVs when I was 6. Came out Christmas morning. No huge box in the living room. Opened all my other presents and dad told me to look outside. They got me an 80cc Yamaha Moto 4. The real deal. Not that pussy Power Wheels stuff. I did not even know small ATVs existed at that time. I'm sure they knew what I was asking for and consciously decided the better gift. My parents are awesome. At 6 years old? Damn. You were one lucky kid. Ask for Legos. Get Mega Blocks. Ask for Crayola. Got Rose Art. So sorry. I did not even ask for this, but it was a misinterpreted signal regardless. So at my old job, there was this guy that worked a few cubes over from me. We'll call him Aaron. Aaron asked me out, and because I have a hard time saying no when you're nice about it, I went out with him. Did not have the greatest time, and later informed him I'd like to remain friends, but was not interested in dating. Friendship ensued. Fast forward 6 months. I find an ad on Craigslist for a life-size R2-D2 cooler. Those promotional ones Pepsi put out in convenience stores. And forward him the link. Just thinking, hey, this is awesome. I bet Aaron would also find this awesome. He agrees that it's awesome. Fast forward 2 more months. Aaron texts me, hey, do you need a giant cooler? And by this point I had long forgotten about the R2 unit. UHH. Maybe. Why do you ask? I bought that R2-D2 cooler for you. It's been sitting in my living room. And that's the story about how I came into possession of the most amazing cooler on earth. I wanted a cape. Mom got me a poncho. That's a cape. She would insist ... until I pull up Google and open up 2 tabs to search both cape and poncho. Suffice to say, I was right. When my brother was younger, he asked my mom for a UGR ballerina for Christmas. She looked everywhere, called stores, asked around, and could not find it anywhere. No one had heard of a UGR ballerina, even though my brother swore his friend had one. And he saw a commercial on TV. Despite her best efforts, my mom never did find the UGR ballerina. She did, however, find a UGR battle arena. My brother needs to work on his enunciation. A shy friend of ours would be moving to Hawaii a few weeks after his birthday, and he threw a Hawaii-themed birthday party. We were supposed to bring him exotic essence sticks, beach torches, etc. Our group of friends got him hula dancers. He got laid, did not complain. Asked for a Barbie Jeep, got a badass homemade go-kart instead. Had to feign gratitude in the high-pitched shrill of my false excitement. One day the brakes went out on said go-kart, and I was stuck driving in a vomit-inducing, never-ending circle until my parents finally rescued me. I still never got the Barbie Jeep. I ain't bitter though. I was in school for animation, and when my sister asked what I'd like for Christmas, I told her I could really use a light box. It's just a metal box that you plug in and use to see through multiple pages. She had no idea where to get one, so I got an old show box with 2 burnt out bulbs in it and cash to buy myself the real thing. For Christmas when I was young once, I asked for Bart and Lisa stickers. I ended up receiving Lisa Frank stickers. Suffice to say, I was made fun of that year in school. In the 80s, I asked for a skateboard. I'm a girl. My little brother had gotten the normal one the year before, so I did not think my parents would have any trouble. But they ended up getting me this awful short squatty yellow plastic thing with a big cartoon frog on it, wider than a regular board and not as long. So embarrassing. Thus ended my skateboarding career. If you are reading this, you made it until the end of the video. Click the thumbs up button since you made it until the end. On screen there should be some more videos similar to this, so either go do something else or watch another video. That's it. There is no more here. What are you waiting for, a secret message or something? Okay. This is not a secret, but subscribe for more edit videos like this.